Look at how much interest that is. That is insane. Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Trinity. I run Reach for Something More, and I am wanting to share with you a debt payoff planner today. Actually, that's its name, Debt Payoff Planner. I want to show you how to use it and give you my honest thoughts and give you a way to pay down your debts a lot faster. So I'm going to minimize my face here because you don't need to see my face, and let's get into it. All right, so we are on the home page. After you create a free account, because yes, I said free, you'll go to this. It'll be very blank, and you just got to fill in your debts and get started. So before we go into that, like I said, there's a free plan where you can do almost everything. And honestly, as you can see, that's what I have. But if you wanted to have a few extra features here and there, you could go up to the paid plan, which I'll show you later on, but it's super inexpensive, which is great because if you're paying a lot of money for a debt payoff thing, like it's less money to go towards your debt. So it doesn't really help. So let me go in and show you around a little bit. Okay. So pretty blank slate. When you're doing it yourself, you could watch the tutorial here, but I'm going to show you how I use it for my clients and go from there. So first things first, this is your home where once you've added your debts in here, you'll see it all here. It'll give you a great summary. It'll be really good. You can go in, add your debts. It gives you a strategy, your plan, so step by steps. You can track it, and there's even more. Okay, so let's start off. I'm going back home. I'm going to add my first debt. And you know what, let's go with a credit card. And all of these balances and everything are just made up. Let's go here. Current balance, let's say your BMO Visa has $7,500. And it's a normal Visa at 20%. Minimum payment. If I were to estimate, the paid version does have a calculator with a generic formula that it can use if you don't have your statement on regularly. And then it'll also calculate minimum payment going forward, especially for a credit card, because the minimum payment is a percentage, same as a line of credit, of what you have owing plus interest and all that stuff. So the calculator is in there and it helps you figure out what the actual minimum is. And so it gives a better, more accurate estimation as to when you'll pay it off. All right, and I'll put my date in there. You could go to advanced where there's BMO Visa, so you got your type, credit card. Now you have all these different types. You've got the credit card that's selected currently, auto loan, personal loan, student, mortgage, medical loan for those in the States. I'm in Canada, so I don't usually see these, taxes or other. So we're going to go with credit card. $7,500, you put your interest rate in. If it has a credit limit, I mean, yeah, every credit card has a credit limit, so I'm just going to put in, let's say our limit's $10K. And if you have a promo period, so this promo period is, let's say it's 5% for 6 months, then you would put that in here. Now, I'm not going to put one in today, but you could put that in there so it's more accurate. And then there's a few features that are on the Pro version. So if you want to do, like I said, the minimum payment calculation, you put that in there. Payment frequency, if you do anything more than once a month, if you want it to show biweekly in here, you absolutely can. If you don't want to pay for the Pro, but you pay, let's say, a loan biweekly, you would just do the calculation to figure out what the monthly equivalent is, and then you just have to make little adjustments. So what that calculation is you take your payments, so let's say 150, multiply that by 26 payments a year, because when you're biweekly, there's 26 a year. Get that total and then divide by 12 months, and then you'll get your monthly equivalent. So you can also do that. All right, so we're going to add that in there. Let's say we have an auto loan. We'll say GMC. Okay. Current balance, you know what, we're going to say there's $28,000 left on it. I don't know. And you'll see you got a 6% rate. I'm gonna say $693. I don't know if that's adds up when it comes to the current balance and the interest rate and all the lovely stuff. But that's what we're going to put in there. It doesn't matter for the sake of the example. The website does all of the math. So, and then I'm going to hit save. All right, and then add debt. What I do want to point out is this up here in the top left, this date of August 28, 2028 right now, that's when, if you keep paying your minimums, that's when it's going to be paid off. And every time I add a debt in here, this changes accordingly. So let's go one more. Let's say that we have a line of credit, because that's pretty common. Putting a line of credit in here is not as simple as straightforward as the credit card auto loan. Go and put it in under the credit card. Let's just do BMO line of credit. Balance of $22,000. Whoever's account this is has a lot of money owing. Say it's 10%. Minimum payment is usually 1% or 3%, depending on the institution and depending on their policies. So let's just say it's 2%. So it's $440. All right, and next payment of end of the month. I'm just putting the end of the month in there for everything. All right, so there we go, December 2028. Okay, so now we have our 3 debts, and it's just in the order that we added them right now. I'm going to put them in a balance. There we go, perfect. So there's 2 different ways to pay off your debt in a strategy. There's something called the Snowball method and then another thing called the Avalanche method. And the difference between the 2 is how your debts are prioritized in which one you pay off first. For both of them, you put your minimum payments on all of your debts except for one, whichever one you're prioritizing. For the Snowball method, the one you're prioritizing is the one with the lowest balance. For the Avalanche method, the one you're prioritizing is the one with the highest interest rate. So for the Snowball method, the reason you're prioritizing the lowest balance is because that method banks on motivation. If you don't see a result soon enough, you'll lose faith that it's actually going to work. Even though you might be seeing progress, it's less likely that a person will stick to it. Paying off the smallest one first gets you a result the fastest, and then it keeps you going and you see the result, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. With the Avalanche method, it focuses on saving you more interest because it pays off the highest interest rate first. And while that is a great motivator for some people, for a lot of people, seeing a concrete result like paying off a debt is what they need in order to keep going. And because of that, because it works for the vast majority of people, I recommend my clients to go with the Snowball method almost all the time. I haven't had a client yet, and I say yet because there's going to be one that comes. I haven't had a client yet that would be better off doing the Avalanche method, but this does both. Okay, so that's why I sort based on balance. So you've got, nice little analytics here. You've got your balance by category. Credit cards are revolving credit versus term credit. So meaning it, once you pay it off, it's done. You don't get to use it again. And then it balance by debt. All right, now let's talk strategy. So minimum payment is $1,283 per month, and we're paying it once a month. Now, like I said, if you wanted to do more than that, you could go do the pro version, but it's simple enough to calculate the monthly payment if you want. If you don't want to have to deal with it, no worries. It's totally fine. Over here, before we get into the extra, pay off your next debt, so your first one, in 3 years and 9 months if you just put minimum payments on it, and all debts 4 years and 8 months from now. And then it gives you how much are you paying in interest in the next month versus the entire time. Look at how much interest that is. That is insane.
Hey, let's pause a minute. Are you tired of feeling stressed about money? Ready to take control of your finances and start building the life you dream of? Well, I've got something special for you. It's called Mastering Your Finances, Budgeting Breakthroughs. This resource is packed with tips and tools to help you master your budget, save more, and achieve your financial goals. Inside Budgeting Breakthroughs, you'll discover how to create a budget that actually works for you, strategies to save money effortlessly, and even how to start investing wisely for your future. And here's the best part, it's absolutely free. Yep, you heard that right. No cost, no catch. Just download your copy and start your financial journey to freedom today. So, what are you waiting for? Let's make your financial goals a reality together. Hit the link in the description, and I'll see you there.
Your payments are going to add up to $72,000, and you only owe $57,500. Like, that is ridiculous to me, which is why I am so passionate about paying off your debts. I just did a video. You'll have to check it out. I just recorded it. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading it yet, but I just recorded a video, a reaction of CBC. They went into the banks. They went undercover. Again, they did so as well 9 years ago. But they went into the banks again, and they found that paying off debt wasn't exactly a motivator for agents or advisors to get paid. So, and help their clients. But it is essential. This is coming from me, who is in the bank. All right, so let's say we've got an extra $500 a month. Okay, what this is going to do is it's going to tell you with $500 a month, you'll be paid off May 2027. So in 3 years and 1 month, as opposed to December 2028, which is an additional year and a half, 4 year, 8 month in total. And then you can kind of play with this. It gives you a neat little graph. So if you're like, you know what, I could probably squeeze 600. What will that do? It takes off 3 months of debt. And then if you pay attention to these numbers right here, so your total interest is $15,316. If we put an extra $600, it takes it away by half, over half. It's insane. Oh my goodness. And your next debt is paid off in 11 months and 23 days instead of over 3 years from now. So the way that it works is you put your minimum payment on all of your debts, like I had mentioned, and then that's extra $600 you put on, like I said in the Snowball method, your lowest debt first. Now, once that is paid off, then that minimum payment for debt 1 and the $600 goes to debt 2. So now you're extremely overpaying debt 2. Once that is paid off, you take that total amount, you put it onto debt 3 and so on and so forth. And that's the snowball, because your payments get bigger and bigger and bigger, which means the debts get paid off faster and faster and faster. It's honestly absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this to pieces. It is so simple and so easy to use, and I absolutely love it. Okay, then you can track everything. So, okay, you made this payment, you made that payment, you made this payment, and you just keep on going from there. What's complete? Well, this you can hit complete. So mark complete. There we go. And it's done. So back at the home page, it shows us just a summary of everything. So payoff progress so far. I had selected in the track part here that this was completed. This $440 was completed. So when we go home, the principal is $253.15. That's based on its calculations. And the balance left owing is $57,246.85. Though these might be slightly off, but not enough to make a huge difference. I'll be completely honest. Your debt-free countdown is in 2 years, 10 months. So 2 months from now, it's going to show 2 years, 8 months, etc., etc. As long as the plan is in place, no extra debts are done or anything like that. Now, you can put lump sum payments in here, so one-time fundings. So you can add a one-time funding here. So let's say Christmas bonus amount. You're after taxes, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be getting, $3,000 after taxes, and that's gonna happen May 3rd. All right, so there we go. So that is done there. So when that happens, when it goes through, you'll see that reflected, and it's going to, oh look, 2 years and 8 months. It just took off 2 months worth. So if you want to put your bonuses on here as well, these one-time fundings, you absolutely can. And then it just goes on, it has tips, which most websites do. So you can customize your currency symbol, your greeting, and so much more, which yeah, absolutely you can. You can customize this, your nickname, and it's just honestly, I love it. So what I want to do now is I want to show you the pro version, okay? Because obviously right here it says overall credit utilization. This only indicates debts that have a credit limit. So it talks to you about not your credit score. This tool isn't for credit score, but how much of your revolving debt or credit cards, lines of credit, those kind of things you're using, because that utilization affects your credit score. Daily inspiration, like I absolutely love all of this. I absolutely love all of it. It has your progress by category, different articles. So it talks about the debt avalanche methods, starting a side hustle for extra income. Several of my agents that I've hired on and I'm training, they started because they wanted to help themselves, and then they saw that they could help their families as well. They've really learned a lot that they can put for themselves as well as share with others around them, their parents, everyone like that. So it's been a really great balance. So this is where I want to go to talk about your membership. So it's saying free member expired last year, but it didn't. In the pro membership, there are so many benefits that you could do. You can share it with up to 4 friends and family. So if you've got a spouse who is really active in the finances as well, or just somebody who needs to know what's going on, depending on what your dynamic is in your relationship, you can share it on the pro version. So there's friends and family. It doesn't have to be a solo journey. There's advanced planning, so you can cut your interest, reach your goal faster. You get better visualization, and absolute top-tier customer service. More payoff timeline charts, so you just get better visuals there, more comprehensive ones. Let's continue. You can see your amortization schedule, so you can see what your balances would be each month. Now, I created a spreadsheet like this a while back for my own personal use. If that would be the only reason you want to pay for Pro, if there's enough demand, if enough people want it, maybe I'll just make it for you guys. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you would like to do. Customize your colors. I don't know if that's a big thing for you, but you can. More debt list sort options, so you can do a few different things. You can order it by progress, payoff date, or 2 different things there. More one-time fundings, because you're limited. Principal versus interest charts. There's so much. Optimize your payment frequency to go to bi-weekly or bi-monthly, twice monthly, annually. Fix your minimum payment. That's what we talked about before. Add more debt accounts. Funding frequency. There's so many. So many. Highly recommend checking out the Debt Payoff Planner. I absolutely love it. If you do sign up at this very moment, I am not an affiliate with it. If that changes in the future, I will put it in the description with a link and any discounts or anything that you might get with my affiliate. It's just a tool that I really recommend. So go ahead, check it out, create your free account today, and see when you will have your debt paid off. Until then, I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got what you wanted out of this video and more. If you haven't downloaded your free gift, be sure to check out the link in the description below. If there's another topic that you'd like me to cover, be sure to pop it down in the comments so that I can see. And don't be selfish. Send this to your best mom friend who wants to have more time with her kids and less time working, whether she's a single mom or not. Until next time, check out the upcoming videos for more awesome tools, tips, and financial education so that you can be a stay-at-home single mama. God bless.